Yeah.
Nothing really pops out at me here for that Morphling.
No. I don't really get it, to be completely honest with you. I mean, they have okay lockdown against the Morphling. It's not like okay, you can't kill him. You're not going to stun him. You can't burst him down. I mean, you've got the Lina, you've got the Tiny, and you don't really take anything that well. I mean, you can take the Batrider's abilities. That's okay. You can Firefly Morphling, but it's really not that great. And we completely agree with you.
It is Dire's ban.
And there you go. You got the Spectre against the Morphling. You got that pure damage to go right through that million armor that he has, but he morphs full agi. So Haven Liberty already just carrying out so many of the heroes in the draft. The only thing they really had going for them here is this Disruptor. I think they're heavily underestimating what Haven Liberty is capable of after just, I guess, seeing their performance being a little bit lackluster the last 3 days. But they're out for blood here. They're here to prove themselves. They've lost too many games. Enough is enough. Again, Ultra Instinct mode. Picking out bans now, though. Probably ban that Darkseer. They don't want to go Zoom on the Bat, and they certainly don't want to have to deal with the Morphling going Zoom, or deal with double Vacuum. Ion Shell and Clockwork is pretty miserable to deal with as well, so that one makes a lot of sense. And they need probably an offlaner at this point, so
10 seconds remain.
I want to ban like a Sand King out or something like that afterwards. They need like some sort of tanky initiator hero on the side of Infinity. I don't think they'll take Axe here either. Like, they have a pretty easy time dealing with Axe.
Yeah, we saw Axe, like first series day 1 or second series day 1. It was really, it actually really worked out.
I'm thinking pretty hard about this. I mean, they could ban out the Wind Ranger here. We've been seeing the Wind Ranger Morphling just like non-stop.
Yeah,
but again,
I was thinking that as well.
Don't have that beefy front line, right?
I feel like you need something a little bit tankier if you're going to be looking for an offlaner. Could we see the Underlord come back in this game? Maybe a Tide?
I don't think so. Tide, I wouldn't hate here, to be honest with you. But
10 seconds.
You're constantly going to be hitting Anchor Smash onto that, the front lane. I mean, you can deal with the Batrider decently with the Tide Hunter as well if you have him on Infinity. Yeah, I mean, you're not building up those sticky napalm stacks on him either. You need something to deal with the Batrider here. And they ban out the Legion Commander, so that one is no longer an option for them. Batrider's going to have a hell of a time here against whatever offlaner they decide to take. No Abaddon available. No Legion Commander available. No Darkseer available. All heroes that don't really care about sticky napalm. Darkseer just being able to get max movement speed with that surge.
Is it worth maybe going Clockwork 3, Oracle 5?
Maybe. Yeah, that still feels a little bit awkward to me. They might do that though, just because they've kind of backed themselves into a corner here. They need something in order to deal with the Bat. Morphling's okay. Again, you can always get out like jumping forward. All right. I mean, there's your solution to the enemies just jumping on top of your Lina. So you definitely want to be playing that Lina in the mid lane here. And no questions asked, but anyone gets on top of Lina, Clockwork hook shots in, the Morphling jumps on top of him when gets glimpsed back. Suddenly you got the vengeful spam. There's that Sand King that I was talking about, so makes a lot of sense. You got the tanky front line, you got your initiation. It's hard for RDO to deal with that inside the laning phase, to deal with the constant sandstorm, the caustic finales. And it pairs decently with that Morphling, so they finally have something to pair with the Morphling.
See what they do for lanes.
Yeah, honestly, I think Haven Liberty got this unless Benjaz just rolls out of control here. But I keep saying Haven Liberty, but haven't seen them pop off too much yet. This lane, though, I think it's just too easy for Hiko to fail. Inspector, even if they don't go ultra late game, I think it's going to come online fast, the Mandy here on this Morphling. But time for you to impress me. Time for you to make me look super smart in front of Twitch. Let's go, Old Midas Club. Let's go, Haven Liberty.
Let's see if they can do it. It's not going to be easy, though.
No. Well, they'll make it look easy. Come on.
All right. You got it. Sure. I'll give it to you.
They got it. To do here. Just roll into this game. Takes a really long time, even after all heroes are picked. Guess
We've
just
got
time to pop those items.
What, strategy mode? Or strategy time?
Yeah, strategy time. I mean, most teams I hopefully have a strategy by the time they're done their draft.
Nah.
Stupid face. Hit that tiny cosmetic.
I don't know what's going on with the tree there.
It's a sword, not a tree.
Well, it's a tree. Shaped into a sword.
I think it's more like a rock than a tree, isn't it?
I don't know.
Prepare for battle.
But it is tree grab, not stone sword grab.
That's what I'm saying. Why has he got a stone sword then?
I don't know. I don't make the rules.
You should.
I should.
Bkop
I know
at
I should.
valvesoftware.com.
Potentially. At a certain point. Maybe.
Don't hit him up. But let's see. Bkop. It's a bunch of stat items. Probably gonna go double null here. He's got his fairy fire. Probably I don't know. He probably doesn't want to go one against the Slain, but the Queen of Pain is definitely gonna want to pick one up pretty soon. We get the Core boots first.
30 seconds
And,
counting.
I don't know. I feel like he's not really going to be able to take advantage of anything on this tiny. There's no real big setup and kill. You don't have a whole lot that you're working with. Like you have to wait to level like 2 or 3 at least before you can really do anything. You run at people and click them. You got decent base damage, but there's way more kill potential on Infinity. You got Disruptor with Null Talisman first. You go Thunderstrike. You got Clockwork, Battery Assault, great kill potential. Back to the other four's got to be a little bit kill.
It's time now for the
Actually,
final
Ray Kill is
fight.
not going to drop an initial Thunderstrike on him. So the Core is going to run straight at these guys. You don't actually want this Core. It doesn't matter if they're walking away from you. These guys are going to mess you up.
Bench hasn't Raykill in this lane.
That wasn't too bright.
I would almost rather, the Clockwork with you instead of the Disruptor, right?
Yeah.
A little bit surprising. But it is what it is. I believe Raykill is the 4, right?
Yeah.
So 5 Clockwork.
Look at all that AoE damage to start with, pushing this creep wave underneath the tower. But, you know, with how base damage works right now, it just makes it pretty easy for RDO to see. Yeah, actually missed one, though.
Mr. Gene's forced to salve very, very early on into this lane. That is not a good look, salving 2 seconds in.
I mean, makes sense here. You're up against Hiko here. He's gonna make sure he constantly has fiery souls, a high amount of stacks. Every time you go into dagger, again, you're getting punished. You're getting outclicked. Fiery soul just gives you way more attack speed. You're gonna take more from the Dragon Slave. And of course, as you walk back, extra attacks mean his range is longer. Very easy lane here for Lina. Be careful with what you do here. Not let Lina snowball out of control.
Yeah, quick Lina Snowball could mean quick 6, quick burst damage, and really a quick movement towards these towers. Vange going down for first blood, so Duster losing his life up towards top. So I thought maybe the Clockwork would work with this Sand King, but it does work with the Disruptor Sand King, at least so far.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be careful. These two heroes, man. Sand King, Disruptor. a huge amount of damage and like go on potential. Actually, they're just gonna go on Sand King here. Waste is, well, I guess I wouldn't call it that much waste, but he could have doubled back and stunned them as he walked away. He's gonna take way more damage than he has to here. Oh, a little panicky. So, they interrupt the salve though. Oh, insult to injury.
Yeah, now he's got no regen. He has no regen in this lane. Has to go into the sandstorm just to stay safe.
This is courier. It's someone's courier with a bottle on it. I believe this is Sand King's, but that isn't even going to heal him to full. Got like 375 HP from it. He's got the bracer. It'll regen a little bit for him, but maybe just get back, pull these creeps out. Duster, you're a little bit too far forward right now. Probably grab this one, pull it up. Yeah. Oh, that one's open for him there. Look at him go. Take a quick look back down here at the bottom lane. See 60 Fat 2 points into the sticky napalm up against Mandy. It gets pushed back. Morphling could just die here. Alright, never mind. They decide not to go on him. In fact, he threw out a sticky napalm on him and he actually dodged it. Or he threw it out in the waveform invincibility frame. There used to be something people would do, like the hard counter of Morphling shotgun would just be like build a blade mail, pop it when he tries to go on you. Then the Morphling player counter was E-Blade Adaptive Strike inside the invincibility frame of your waveform.
Over
Don't
towards
take any
mid.
damage.
Move for the 4-minute rune. Just a deny from Hiko. Prada coming over. Has battery assault if he can just catch up to this Lina. Gets it for a second. Blink forward for Mr. Jeans. One more shot needed. And Rocket Flare does it. Really well done.
Yeah, Haven Liberty, you need to step this up 2-0 already. The fans are furious right now. You can hear them rioting in the stands.
The fan is furious.
Damn, you Twitch chat fans. I'm not a fan of either team here, man. I'm the caster.
No
I'm going to give you the hard facts. The facts of the fact that Mandy should be dead right now. I'm going to see Sexy Fat run at this man. But Prada, oh, they know that he's here, but they're going to know that this is warded after this. Prada's going to ping it out. He's probably like, oh yeah, it's going to be up on that hill up there now. So.
Fake kill? Not going to die just yet. They want to go for Duster. And he'll die first. Duster falls afterwards, so 1-for-1 trade.
Worthy tribute.
Oh, Mandy.
Fortunately,
Way Avalanche in with the toss. They get the kill. They look over at Prada. And the kill on Mandy is more than enough.
yeah, I mean, that damage comes extremely quickly. End up taking all those sticky napalm stacks off and taking an extra 500 damage there. So you pay the price when you don't have a hero with D-Spell up against the Bat Rider. A little bit, Morphling can deal with it okay-ish. I mean, once he's level 6, he's got the soft D-Spell on himself, but got himself owned. Speaking of owned, top lane just ended up going down to the Sand King, and you have to be careful when you're playing Venge against this. He's got to play the Vengeful Spirit minigame now, just right-click and Venge has down with his illusion.
There is little hope for Radiant's middle tower.
Already 1k lead for Haven Liberty.
Yeah.
Go level 6.
Sexy Fat down here. I mean, Theo LaCour is going to try to set up kills on Mandy every time Mandy sits at low-ish health, but with 3 points in the attribute shift, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get the jump on him and bring him down. You're healing like 140 HP a second right now. You pop that. Unrealistic to think you can get that. Lena's going to need to make some rotation onto him. If you're going to blade him down.
Is this a fast enough lineup from Haven Liberty to take advantage of an early
Radiant should look to their
lead?
middle
I know obviously they've got a Spectre, so that seems kind of like an oxymoronic question, but Spectre is one of those heroes that could get active early with the right haunts and everything as they get a kill up towards top.
He could, yeah. He's got Midas queued up right now, though. It looks like he's going to build that. He's got Midas and Treads. I think he is like debating how well my lane's going to go. Do I just go straight for this? But even with the Midas, I think he's doing a decent enough job this game that he can come online pretty quick. All right, they're going to go on Hiko. They got Tiny here, though.
But look at the Laguna Blade and then the Avalanche coming in. Mr. Jeans is just dead. They still want to go for Hiko. Magic Missile with the toss. And they get the kill on a Prada. So Hiko gets denied.
Yeah, they tried to drop a salve onto him, but they got the timing a little bit off. I think they're a bit panicky there. Could have saved him if the timing of the salve was a bit better, but it was just before he took that tick there. You can see in the fight recap, healing salve used. Still pretty good fight, though. Almost 800 XP and 600 gold going the way of Haven Liberty.
Is under attack.
I'm always super angry when my allies either mess up saving me or just start denying me, even though my health, even though I'm going to be perfectly fine. It's like, I ran the numbers. Got my abacus right here.
Nah, it's a deny no matter what. No matter what.
Mr. Jeans, forced to inside these creep camps here.
Duster.
Definitely can't die.
End up dead. Nothing you can do in that situation.
As they say, it can't be helped.
Do it with flair.
Going too far forward, trying to figure out where the enemies are exactly. Spectre knows it's sort of safe now, so he can walk a bit closer to lane again. He's got his Midas, sitting out his boots, sitting out an Iron Talon. He's gonna be pretty happy about that. Shifted the jungle every so often.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
So even at 5, it was a 1k lead for Haven Liberty. They have let that bit of a lead go.
They have, yeah. But, I'd say it's less letting it go, more so just setting up things, the Spectre, so, like pushing the lanes, all that sort of stuff. Because the Midas, it's going to slow you down for a little bit at first, but you'll catch up to everybody in no time. And again, they've dropped a lot of sentries all over the map, and that's costing them a little bit, but it will pay off. This guy is going to be fine. Drop the lasso for the bounty rune.
I'll take your tribute.
Value.
I mean, you need someone to go with Duster over here. You send him by himself.
Prada, look at where he's at. In between the tier 2 and 3.
That was his only way out. Enemies were coming up down from the river. He goes, okay, I gotta take the long way. At least creates a little bit of space. Forces a TP out of Theolacur. And now it's gonna take him, well, at least 60 seconds to TP get off cooldown. He has to walk back to a lane, so we know his allies know they're safe for a little while. And this gives Queen of Pain over here a chance to smoke up. Try to grab the Spectre along with the haste rune. So no Theolacur to teleport in, and this costs RDO his life. They ping him out. You're gonna need to do something. Went over this last game. You get nothing if you wait for it.
Bro strike, and there should be the kill. Sonic Wave with the Static Storm. Everything committed to get this kill onto the Spectre. Very well done. Now they'll get the tier 1 with it, or at least try to.
Is in danger.
Yeah, that was a clean kill though. Just recognizing, all right, no TP on Tiny. Just rotated to deal with me when I was diving way too far on me, Clockwork. And I take out this tower as well because 10 minutes, catapult wave.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Tower has fallen. Killing spree.
Thank you.
That'll happen.
Killing a Prana. They're continuing to kill this Clockwork, but that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, these Clockwork kills don't really matter a whole lot. You want to be going for Mandy, you want to be going for Queen of Pain. It's Clockwork's job just kind of be a real nuisance to the enemy team, slow down people's farm, and like be a suicide initiator as the game goes on.
Radiant structures are fortified.
No? Mr. Gene's sitting pretty low mana, so most of the heroes on Haven Liberty know they're safe right now. We're setting up for some stuff on the mid lane, so this Vengeful Spear definitely needs to be sitting behind the Lina instead of over here. The Tiny can go and set up wards for his team. You need to be sitting behind people that you want to protect, the people you think are going to be ganked.
Sand King, Epicenter. Okay.
That's an Ultra Instinct Hiko right there. They thought that Hiko was going to go forward, but his senses are tingling. He knows not to walk forward into the tower and start pushing. Like, again, there was a preemptive Epicenter pop. He was so certain that he'd go forward here.
That gets used. Mandy in some trouble. Now John's back over again. We got the Burrow Strike hitting out of the Lina. Static Storm comes in. Lina in trouble. Hiko falls. So they'll get the kill. They'll look for the hook shot to follow it up. They go after Duster. Should be a second kill for them. Will be.
Double kill.
These things, they're all coming down to being Duster problems, to be honest with you. I mean, he's walking around, he's not getting his level 6, and he's not standing behind the heroes he needs to. He's running forward aggressively. He's like spending time trying to ward over here when Tiny could just as easily be doing that. He needs to get his level 6 and stand behind either his Lina or his Spec to be able to swap them out when he doesn't know where the enemies are. That's the whole point behind the pick. You don't last pick Vengeful Spirit so it can go like 1, 5, and 3.
Get on.
Well, 1, 5, and 3, you do it for that, but you have it go 1, 5, and 3 while saving your allies.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
He heads towards the mid lane, but these guys smoked up again. All right, this is what you want instead. The Duster walking to... Come on. Duster walking towards the mid lane, yes. And have these guys jump on Duster. Who cares if they kill Duster?
Yeah, hook shot comes in. Cogs didn't push him back. Actually kept him in. Now that he's got the swap, trying to survive.
Beautiful.
LSA hits. Oh, Laguna on a Mr. Jeans. I'm surprised they get that kill on the Queen of Pain. Now they look over at the rest. Another swap from Duster. He's done his job. He'll die here, but 3 heroes dead, making a 4th. Really well done by Haven Liberty.
Your feet to the fire.
There you go. Now you're cooking right now with Duster, okay? You have him sit in front of everyone else, or him sit behind someone, kind of bait them out. You need him to dangle, or someone else to dangle him.
Middle tower is
Look at them. Now they're happy, all right? Haven Liberty coming back into this strong. What did I tell you, Bkop? Go on.
They were gonna win.
Tell me I'm smart and handsome.
You're smart and handsome.
Thank you.
are scanning for
I got you any day of the week.
You know, you can do what you go. You look at that, clears the ancient stack, perfectly stacks the hard camp with that dragon slave at the same time. Beautiful. Got the DD, he's gonna pop it, refresh his mana, clear the ancients with it, get fiery soul stacks, and top up his mana by grabbing the bounty rune. This is Dota at peak performance.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Beautiful bottle usage. Let's look elsewhere.
Radiant's bottom tower is in
man.
danger.
Money to burn.
Let's look elsewhere. RDO getting away from Prada.
Radiant's bottom
Prada
tower
out for
is
blood.
under attack.
Will Duster stand where he needs to stand this time? He will.
Radiant
He's here.
fortified their structures against attack.
He was in the right spot last time. He had the swap set, got them 4
Perfect.
kills. LSA, and now Duster, he'll die in the Static Storm, but they go after Benjaz. Glimpse on RDO. They've gotten the Haunt. Laguna Blade used. Gets the kill on a Prada. They'll take out Benjaz. Haunt and Jaunt away from Manny.
It's the good stuff right there.
Bottom tower
And
is
if we
under
could get an instant replay, you'd see that Theo Lacour positioned himself just right to block the hook shot from the Clockwork onto the Lina after they knew the Vengeful Spirit was dead. These guys have clearly watched Kuroko no Basket. Everybody knows their roles, and they're filling them perfectly.
Ask for
fortified
replays.
their structures against
I don't have that technology.
We're still in beta over here.
Yeah, beta build. If you want to support me, that's
Dyer's
you
middle
can get
tower
a nice
is no more.
tier 1 build in the house. Multiple computers, multiple monitors.
I don't know about you, but I'm upgrading my setup when those new parts are released later in the fall. Haste pop on Lina. Duster sitting behind him. Swap is actually on cooldown, but the enemy team doesn't know that yet. Alright, now he has 1 shard to swap. We're good to go. Pop the smoke. And it's time to claim back the jungle because Spectre is reduced to farming this triangle. She doesn't like that.
On the disruptor, they are right on top. They've got the stun, they'll get the kill. They don't waste the lasso on that kill, knowing that it was theirs to get. Theirs to give away if they had screwed that one up.
Their structures against attack.
Lead further solidifying for Haven Liberty.
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
Here, Mandy has been farming, but look at what he did over here. He went first item Lincoln Sphere. This is the item you go when the enemies are going on you. You're playing defensive. He's 0, 1, and 2. Haven Liberty doesn't care about what this Morphling's doing. They want to get their Spectre farm. They want him to out-farm this Morphling. And you know what? He's going to out-farm the Morphling. Morphling could have gone Yasha or something like that. Okay, top lane... see if that does go down, but again, not the end of the world. As long as you're keeping this Lina and this Spectre alive, you're good to go. Spectre with the Hand of Midas and the Manta style. That's easily going to outfarm what the Morphling's got going on over here. 1,000 net worth up on him. 1,300 net worth up on the Lina.
Okay, lead. Still looking for options. Just about having this BKB. You know, not right on it, but getting close, that's for sure.
Yeah. Alright, come on. Let me see. Alright, there we go. Trying to open up neutral items that they have on this other side here. Tiny Ops to go Philosopher's Stone, help him get his Blink Dagger. Or he has his Blink Dagger. Help him get his next item, despite the fact that he's just kind of rolling with the squad. Again, they're keeping this Lina safe. And despite the fact that they're all playing so close together, the enemy team is pretty far apart. They're still out farming them, keeping their net worth ahead.
Who's got the Philosopher's Stone? Disruptor? Okay.
No, it's Tiny.
Oh, Tiny
on the
also
other
has
team,
one.
they both have Philosopher's Stones. It's supposed to only be one. That's like
Two
big thing.
Philosopher's Stones. We're gonna have to tell Edward. And now, make sure they know about this. Prada ends up dead to RDO.
Mr. Jeans is just dead here.
Trouble. Lasso, easy kill there. They are really moving with this lineup. They're gonna continue for more. They're gonna look over as they've got the magic missile. Toss back to the rest of the team, and Ben Jazz knowing that he's dead to rights. Yeah,
there you go.
Mega kill.
Disruptor dying by. Ooh, they're gonna go for the Morphling. They don't actually have laser though.
Not that it would really matter if they did. They need to pop it with Yules first. Morphling's gonna go away. They can just let him do his thing. He doesn't really matter. Not really worth his time. They gotta play their own game. They don't care about the game that Infinity's trying to play right now. You know? Let him do his AFK farming with his Lincoln Sphere. Is that the farming item? Absolutely not. Manta style Midas over here on Haven Liberty.
Morphling Hag second item? Okay. Hook shot hitting onto the bench. Silence, Duster, dead. So Mr. Jeans gets yet another kill.
But doesn't really matter. I mean, you're just popping that that hook shot cooldown. Your net worth continues to increase on Haven Liberty. You didn't grab this lead. Not that it really matter if you did run in her after you glimpsing her, because you got the Black King bar now. Starting to get all the tools they need in order to win this game. While they're playing slow here on the other side. I mean, Sandkeep's trying to build this Fuel Scepter. I mean, it'll buy him a little bit of time if the enemies try to go on him, but the kite doesn't matter too much when you're playing against the
Radiant's
Spectre.
bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Something. Blink Burrow Strike misses. BKB early from Bkop. I think that probably ends up being worth it regardless as they get the kill on both Ben Jazz as well as Ray Kill. Well, Spectral Dagger into the pit, and they will find themselves a Roche attempt. It's going to secure it.
I mean, yeah, you could try to contest this. You got Clockwork, you've got a hook shot, you can flare out the pit to try and catch it, but this is going down quick here between these two heroes. There you go. Bkop, that's the correct Aegis carrier. Now if they commit too hard onto the back line, they think this guy's squishy. Great, the enemies are going to be caught out of position. You get right back up again. It's a little bit too difficult to actually kill this Spectre, especially once he gets his next item. I'm not sure if he's going to be going for Diffusal Blade or just go straight Scotty at this point, sitting on 3.5 gold. Either way, you shouldn't sit on that kind of money. There we go. Why is it Diffusal Blade? That's more what I like to see, man. I think these guys are listening in on my comms, honestly. Their level of tactical genius is just too high right now.
Okay, into it. Haunt used, going after Mr. Jeans, and Mr. Jeans had just blinked away, so unable to get out of that one. RDO using that Haunt just to get a kill onto the Queen of Pain, but they'll take that any day of the week. They're starting to put the pressure on over mid. Morphling just... he's up there, but he's not ahead, and not really close to the top.
I mean, this is what happens when you go first item Lincoln's here. You think, okay, great, I can stop Light Strike Array, I can stop the setup from Dual Scepter on Lina. Sorry, I can stop Laguna Blade, I can stop Lasso, but...
Missile, Mandy in some trouble. They're right up on him. Cogs around the Spectre. Epicenter uses a little Static Sword, but they have the swap. They've got the Lasso on Mandy with the Laguna Blade. They'll get to go into this Morphling. Now they look over Prada with a Flame Break, hitting on a 2. Right clicks coming through. Down goes a 3rd. And potentially a 4th is they will take out Raykill. 4 for 1. Even Liberty looking really good.
Yeah, I mean, this is what happens when the shopkeeper robs you. You make all of this space for your Morphling, you take these unfavorable fights, you try to play into the enemy 5-man, even though they started, like, playing smart with this Vengeful Spirit. 14 all stats, that's your farming item, and a little bit of HP and mana regen. You spent how much gold on this Lincoln Sphere? Is it 4,600 right now? 4,700?
Should have been free. It's not
4,600, yeah. For 12 all stats. Build like two Brazers, 2 Wraith Bands or something, man. Come on. He's trying to finish up his Aghanim Scepter right now, but that's not going to do a whole lot for him either. He'll get Burrow Strike from his allies, but he's not getting a whole lot from the enemies with it. Morphling just didn't make too much sense here. Woefully underestimated Haven Liberty. He's slowed down a little bit, but we're looking to pick things back up. They pop the smoke. They don't want to walk into the enemy sitting on top of this high ground here, though. Ooh!
Lasso on the Sand King. Hook shot comes in. Not sure that's going to matter. The LSA hits on the 2. They've got the Haunt. They get themselves a second. Prada and Benjaz are already dead. And they come very quickly into that fight and get themselves a couple of kills.
I mean, he is prepared to jump on him on top of that hill. His finger was on the trigger. I think he realized that, okay. We don't see enemies anywhere on their side of the map. They're not through our jungle at the moment. Probably going to be sitting on top of their triangle. Sport's probably right on top of the hill there to carries farm safely. You know, Haunt is on cooldown for like another 100 seconds here, so they don't get to jump too far into the back line. Duster's positioning is just so much better than it was at the start of the game. I think he realized, yeah, I'm not doing great right now. I just need to focus on 1 or 2 things here, keep Hiko alive. As long as Hiko can keep putting the pressure on the enemy and I save Hiko, we're good to go.
Hiko having quite the game at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Going into the Daedalus. Scan comes in and Prada gets the hook shot off. They go in on the Hiko. Pop his Lincolns. Laguna Blade used. Axe finally finished off with the Morphing. The Burrow Strike hits. And they'll get the Aegis, but that's just the Aegis.
I don't know about that one, man. I think you should have popped that BKB there. That was a bit questionable by Hiko. Clockwork's on you. You can just melee him down at that point if you pop that and then walk away afterwards. Don't hold on to your BKB charges when you're playing this kind of fast-tempoed game. We saw Eternal Envy just get slayed, thinking you can hold it for an Echo stomp earlier. Situation can turn on you very fast.
Keeping it top from Sexy Fat.
Bat Rider. I don't like the fact that he's up here farming neutrals. He should be playing a lot closer to his team at the moment. The only person that gets to get away with this is Spectre. That's because he can haunt right in. I mean, yes, you have Boots of Travels, but that's like a full 3 seconds to TP. If I can change wildly in 3 seconds. Only saving grace of what he's doing is he is getting tier 3 neutral items with his game up.
Is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
20k net worth up right now on Haven Liberty. It's insane how that has happened. They're ready to take a fight right now. Smoke up. Yeah. Boom, what'd I tell you? Haven Liberty coming back into this one strong, Bkop. It looked a little bit rough at the start of that game, but they had everything they needed with the draft. All they needed was to get the heroes in the right places, put their aces in their places, so that's what they did. And just Spirit sit behind the Lina, play far up, and let the enemies go on you. Who cares if that happens? You're going to out-farm them, especially if this Morphling decides to go with Lincoln's first item and stay away from his team and start trying to farm the map. I mean, what's the point? That is so much money you're spending on a fight item, on a item that counters things like Duel and Doom, just to go farming. I mean, honestly, I would say that Mandy going Lincoln's here was one of the biggest contributing factors to the reason they lost this game. I mean, yeah, you played amazing on Haven Liberty, but really, man, Lincoln's first? This is in like 2009? I don't know. Impressed Haven Liberty managed to shake off that pretty devastating turnaround and loss right there. Again, they just need to focus up, I feel like, and that's exactly what they did. Probably someone had to scream at someone else as the game started to go in the favor of Radiant at the start of that. But no, I'm glad I see 1-1s. I want to see these teams fight more closely. I want to see more contested matches, and hopefully tomorrow that's what we get to see.
Yeah, so we'll see what ends up happening tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.